Truth here, just bigger y'all. Another video. Before we even go in, I just gotta start putting my shit out there, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I don't really be promoting my shit when I do get on here and use my time wisely. So if you don't know who I am, my boy, this your boy Shaman Truth. You know what I'm saying? Been on this path for a little bit. I really don't be on here that much because I be doing me. But when I get called to get on here, I always get on here and do my thing because, like I said, I work for the mother. But if you ever want to check me out, I'll put my Patreon in the description box below. I got a tier that's the Truth Seekers, and it's actually changing. There's a lot of good shit, and I'm actually working on some things that I can't speak on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's very important. But there's some new shit, and it might change due to the content that's going on there because there's priceless shit. It's patreon.com/shamantruths. But there's already priceless shit on there, but I'm adding more shit. And this is just going to make it even more crazier. You know what I'm saying? So just tune in on my Patreon. And I'm on Rumble. Just hop on Rumble. Because who knows what YouTube trying to do to me. You know what I'm saying? So just check out my Patreon, Shaman Truth on Patreon. I think it's gonna be in the description box below, so you ain't gotta worry about it. And then just check me out on Rumble if you wanna hit me up on my email to see what type of shit I got. It's shamantruth@gmail.com with the S at the end at Shaman Truth. Cause the website is being changed. I gotta honestly change that shit because I don't like doing work for people. I'm gonna be real. I just don't like working for people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. I don't give a fuck how much you pay me. I'm not finna be sitting here doing work for you. Not like that. It's too easy to access me that way. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna use my gifts like that to be too much draining myself out. You know what I'm saying? Gotta look out for myself 2 time. Balance. You know what I'm saying? Gotta balance my own self out. But I will put more updates, you know what I'm saying, when that shit change and start, I'm gonna let you know. But I'm not gonna tell you what it is because people be watching me and shit they trying to copy me, so I can't tell you what I'm doing, but I'm just letting you know my website is changed. shamantruth.com is changed. I'm finna switch it up. But this video just about don't conform to the realities that you're not pushing towards. A lot of the primal beings create instantly with their mind, with their feelings, and they don't know. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to you. Oh, yeah, they giving me fake people. Shout out to YouTube for giving me bullshitting ass niggas in the comments. That's how you know you made it. But we cannot be conformed to these realities we don't push. You know what I'm saying? These realities they're pushing, that ain't us. Like, I'm literally on Twitter. I'm finding people getting beat the fuck up. I'm finding people getting stolen. I'm seeing all this toxicity. And they literally will put bots to make the post look good, look like people fucking with it. But if you click the post, it's treacherous. I'm like, wait a minute. I know this is a realm of quote unquote toxicity, but we are not pushing towards people getting their ass beat up to their dad. They're literally pushing this shit so we can have a low vibration. And for the people that react, that's how they get it. That's how they get it. Hold up. Let me get rid of these people. Let me get rid of these people. Let me get rid of these people, y'all. But literally, they got all this toxicity out here. They'll put all this toxicity out so we can focus on. Literally, like, I'm a boxing dude. I get on Twitter and shit for boxing. And if I'm not seeing boxing, you're not showing me what I need to see. They're showing me pussy. They showing me boobs. They showing me everything but what I'm on there for. They're literally trying to force feed your mind so you can be focused on what they want you to focus on. You know what I'm saying? You got to be strong in your mind at this time. Because of social media, the shit they're pushing out is not for you. You can even get on YouTube. You know, but what I can say about YouTube is spirit work through YouTube a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because you will find the things that you need to see. But majority of the time, they're trying to get you to be focused on things that they want you to focus on. Has nothing to do with what you trying to do. It has a lot to do with distraction. So you got to be aware of that. You know, this time is a very powerful time where things are coming into play for what you feel and what you express. So they're going to try to push whatever they're trying to push. You know, I'm not even going to speak on these topics that I gotta speak on in a sense where you see like the culture going. You don't focus on that. That's what they want you to focus on. I ain't even gotta express. But if you know, you know. With the rings, if you know what I'm saying, with the competition. They're pushing all this shit to get you on board. But it's all to do with what you accept. Just because you see something don't mean you accept it. But then when they keep pushing it in your face and they make you comfortable, they get your guard down. That's how they get you to accept it. Because if they keep showing you people getting degraded, people getting fucked up, people getting all this violence towards them, you start to accept it. And then you start to accept it in your reality. That's why you gotta police that. You gotta police it. You cannot let that shit come in your temple. Because there's always gonna be something that's trying to feed you some bullshit. There's always going to be something to try to feed you some bullshit. You got to peep game. It's even the people's projections. You know what I'm saying? It's a wide variety of things trying to force feed you. To the people around you, to the media around you, to the things you watch. You got to be careful because you're manifesting those things that is inside of you. Once you start putting those things inside of you, you start to manifest. You know, when they keep feeding you shit, you can get susceptible to it. Just like these commercials with fast food. I know people, they'll watch a commercial full time. Next thing you know, they want it. They'll see some candy on the internet. Next thing you know, they want it. They keep feeding it to you till your guard get down. It's like you seeing a female or a male. You keep seeing that bitch, and that nigga or that bitch look decent. You like, God damn. You get comfortable seeing them. Next thing you know, you go for it. That's how it go. But you got to be aware of what's going on. Once you're aware, you're going to have discernment. You're going to be more on guard with it. You're going to be like, wait a minute, this ain't for me. This is not for me. You know, you gotta peep game. A lot of this shit they put out there is for you to get confused, for you to waste your energy, to you to be in fear. Just a lot of bullshit. Just got to be on point. You know, not everything that you see is the truth. Like, I can't speak on it too much, but even the matters what you see on TV, 95% of that shit is fake. 95% of that shit is fake. So therefore, what's the truth? You know? What is the truth? If 95% of the shit you see out here is fake, what's the truth? That's why you gotta question these things. You know what I mean? And go towards your reality that's not infringing towards yourself and towards others. You're gonna notice how that reality shifts for you. Because sometimes we do go towards realities that aren't really the best for us, and we got formulas within our being that protects us from this. But if we keep pushing the envelope towards those things that aren't for us, we might get that in a little bit extra. Pink slip. Instead of a green slip, nigga, you might get a pink slip. Because what you going towards ain't really for you, but you know what I'm saying? We do got energies that's working towards us to keep certain things out. But if you keep being foolish and ignorant, you're going to get what you're asking for. Wagwan, so look, we got a Jamaican. Shout out to y'all niggas in here. As long as y'all ain't toxic, I'm going to fuck with y'all niggas. Because I don't really fuck with toxic people. And I don't really, recognize I get rid of your ass. I ain't got time for them niggas. But shout out to you, Wagwan. Sound like you Jamaican, nigga. Shout out to Jamaica. Shout out to you, Abdullah. But yeah. I forgot what I was getting at, but lost my train of thought. Literally, you got to start focusing on what you got to focus on. We are literally manifesting things at a rapid rate right now. You know what I mean? We are manifesting things at a rapid rate. And you got to be in alignment with your higher self. Because if I'm focused on the material and my higher self ain't calling me to do it, well, then my higher self will put resistance towards that. Doesn't mean I'm not creating, just I'm out of alignment. Once you out of alignment, things gonna get tough for you. But once you get in alignment, you get on board with what's for you, things gonna start to come to you. You know what I'm saying? You can still create things how you see, but it has to be in balance. Gotta be in balance at this moment. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna be battling your past, and you're gonna be battling the one you becoming. So you gotta be careful of what you're gonna take in your new reality, because your old self is always gonna be in battle with your true self. You know, those things that you're letting go, etc., etc. So you know what I'm saying? It's a push-pull battle. It's a push-pull battle. But the thing is, you gotta make sure you stand on business on what you're going towards. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that clear mind and not do it off of impulse. You gotta be clear on this shit. This is what you're getting. And got that reason. It has to be a strong reason that you want it. A beneficial one that isn't infringing. You know, and that's how you know it's for you. You know, that's how you know it's for you. But back on this distractions, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful. Because distractions is focus. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you see, a distraction is just basically trying to get your attention, your energy on something else. And it's pushing it. They pushing it, and your ego pushing distractions, because a lot of the times we don't want to see what's above that mountain. We just like to be in this little comfort zone. But that's not going to get us nowhere. You know, you got to see above sometimes to really get out of places. You got to see above. You got to keep pushing towards outside of that box to really get out that box. To really get out that reality, you got to start seeing outside of it. Next thing you know, you're going to start seeing the exits. You're going to start seeing the steps to take to get the fuck up out of here. 12-12. But you gotta be disciplined. There's a lot of distractions out here. 12:22 on the timer. There's a lot of distractions out here to get you fucked up. You know, slew of distractions. It's good to have your entertainment to keep you balanced, you know, not, you know what I'm saying, to keep you balanced. But if you're using it to distract yourself, that ain't good. I don't give a fuck what it is. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing is, you don't want to fill your reality with pleasure-seeking things, because your reality gonna be short-lived. Your reality gonna be short-lived, like off a substance. Your reality ain't really gonna be there all the way, because you're relying on things outside of yourself. Your reality gotta be within, and then to the point where you can do it without anything. You don't need certain things or certain something to be in that realm. You already it. You already it. So just be careful on that. Because, you know, it be like that sometimes. We think that we're not in that reality because we don't have some type of thing or some whatever. You can be in whatever you want to be in the moment. It's all a feeling and a mindset. Then you start to shift and do those things in the becoming stages. You know, you be in the becoming stages when you get your mind on board and your feelings on board. Then you start to become. You don't just becoming, then those things come. No, you got to step-by-step process. Next thing you know, you become what you got to become, and then everything changes. Everything changes. But you got to make sure you got to police your mind. And then don't just be taking people projections. People are going to be throwing a lot of shit at you. That ain't your problem. People are going to be saying that you something in the past that you not no more. What you do is with people like that, you don't argue with people that's battling you being something new rather than you being something that they're used to. You don't battle with them. That's their demons they're battling. That's a change that they're battling within themselves. You let them sit in their own piss and shit. You just focus confirmation. You just focus on what you gotta focus on. Just focus on what you gotta focus on. You know what I'm saying? And for the ones that's trying to push towards that new grip, you got to always remind yourself where you're going. And it's a journey. And be patient. And keep reminding yourself that this is where I'm going. This is where I'm heading. And I'm shifting into becoming stages because I got my mind on board and my feelings on board. And anything that's contrary to it, I gracefully push it out. I gracefully push it out because that's not what I meant. That's not what I'm choosing to manifest. You gotta realize this. Shout out to my girl that be speaking this. She be speaking that shit. I ain't gonna say too much about her, but the energy is going towards acknowledging that goddess, and she know what's up. I don't like to say too much because I don't want people to peep game what I do and who I listen to, but she on point. She always say you always in the world you live in. Shout out to her. And I see that. You know what I'm saying? It's your perception. You are perceiving what you're perceiving. Regardless of what other people see outside of you, you in your own realm. Once you acknowledge that, you start to become really infinite in your vessel. Because everybody got different energy patterns, energy levels. They want everybody to be on a high mindset of manifesting with the high mentality. But once you accept your divinity and accept once you accept your divinity apart with your source and what you connected to, that's when things start to really go towards in your favor. Because you're creating things because you know you're connected to the source. Shout out to the birds. You know you're connected to the source and you're doing it in harmony. You're not doing it being disconnected. You're doing it in harmony. That's how you know you on board. That's how you know you on board. You got to make sure you right with it though. You know, but you got to make sure you're reminding yourself this is it. Because your mind's going to distract you. Your mind doesn't want you to go to a certain place because it's comfortable where you're at. So you got to go against that party. You got to rebel against your old self. You got to rebel against what they're throwing at you. You got to rebel from people's perceptions on how they view things because it may not be in harmony on how you truly see things, and it can fuck up your limitlessness. For example, if everybody sees the world as ain't shit, no matter what, and you be like, man, you start to take on that, you can close off some things that's trying to come through. So just be careful on people's perceptions on how they view things. Don't just be taking in everybody. Shit. You shouldn't even be doing that. You should be your own individuality. You should be your own self. You should not be out here just accepting everybody's views on things because then you're not being yourself. Then you're manifesting what they're going toward. You know what I'm saying? I could just see it. I see how people kind of see things, and I'm like, they kind of see it in fear and just like no benefits. I'm like, if I think like that, I'm not getting nothing out of this. You know, so you got to be careful on how people see things and what you accept on how they see things. You got to be careful with that. Got to be careful. You know, because they always going to have their own views, but that don't mean you stop your views. You feel me? Let me get some water real quick. Yeah, I see YouTube and YouTube done throw me some fuckery. Yeah, YouTube. I see y'all niggas, y'all. I see y'all doing something, but all promotion, good promotion. I ain't the type of nigga that be hating on what they send me, but I see they be sending me a little fuckery, but the great mother send me what I need. She send me what I need. And she send me shit that I need to see. So it's all part of the plan, you feel me? It's all part of the plan. But yeah, you know, just make sure that you're on point and you keeping yourself protected, keeping yourself in alignment with your core beliefs and what you resonate with truly, instead of just taking things because it sound cool, because it seems like everybody agreeing with it. That don't mean it's for you. What works for them may not work for you. 1919 on the time. You feel me? Real nigga shit. But I think that's about it. I think I got on here and hit this shit pretty good. Like I said, if you want to contact me, just hit me up on shamantruths@gmail.com. Just hit me up and see if you really want to fuck with my services. I got a few things I got on there I'm not going to speak on. But on my website, I'm switching that up because I'm not draining myself. I got an honest confirmation. I'm not draining myself doing that shit. I'll be draining myself. You know, I can't do that because I'm that nigga when it comes to certain things, but I'm not finna be doing that for motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck how much you pay me. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how much you pay me. It's just got too much integrity for myself to be doing certain shit. Just because I can do it don't mean I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to y'all. If y'all do want to send donations, I really don't ask for it. Tell you the truth, but I'm gonna just throw that out there. Just get on my Cash App, EG Fisker1. That's EJJIFISKER1. If y'all do want to send donations, I really don't ask for it. I really could care less. But I always throw it there because you just never know. I gotta promote yourself and do your part. But that's about it. Confirmation. I was on here 20 minutes. I think that's good enough. That's your boy, Shouting Truth. I'm out. Peace. Love you. Love you from the bottom of my heart. And then, like I said, I have my Patreon in the description box below. It might take me a little hot second, but it'll be down there. Peace.